Well, Hellfire has rocked the riff, and I am back for another Metalhead Envy. And my drummer told me yesterday, was like, yo, Cattle Decapitation put out a video for a Photic Doom. Uh, I can't go ahead and say that I love this album, and I want to support Cattle Decapitation as much as I can. So I'm going to check out the music video and see see how crazy this shit could be. I love this track. I think at the moment my favorite song off this album is Dead End Residence. But Photic Doom was my favorite for a minute. These guys are just metal magicians, man. It's if you haven't took the time to check out the new album from Cattle, and you're a metalhead, you've got to. It's a magnus opus. But either way, let's dive on in. That right there, that right there, that whole section makes me think of when Scorpion fought Johnny Cage. Reminds me of the Fear Factory track that's in that movie. Like I pictured Scorpion standing there, come here, fucking with the skull head and all that shit. Oh shit! Fucking hands melting. Is he a vampire? I was gonna say that I don't know what it is. I've become such a huge fan of Travis Ryan now, especially with Terracite and Death Atlas. The mix and master on some of their old albums is hard for me to get past, but then again, they're still fantastic. And Travis Ryan, man, is one of these MVPs of harsh vocals. But I've gotten so much into when they roll the R's like that. I mean, that shit is slick, bro. I'm so envious of how they're able to do that vocally. I wish I could figure out what the trick is and be able to do that myself. But yeah, that shit is badass. Why is his hand melting in the sunlight? That's pretty good effects too. Man, they're all starting to bleed and melt. Okay. These vocals, bro. God damn, everything on this song is so fucking slick, man. To me, this is already a 10 out of 10 horn track. It's just so good, bro. This hits every musical note that I want in a metal song. I'm trying to remember. I can't remember if Photic Doom has a solo or not. Because it was funny. This is one of those albums that when I listen to it, I don't pick and cherry uh the songs. I let it play from beginning to end. There is one track on the album that doesn't click with me that much. Uh what is the name of it? It's right in the middle of the album, and the world will go on with. I don't know why that track doesn't click with me. Everything else on this album though is so dang man. It's like since the album released, their first single "We Eat Our Young." At first, I was kind of iffy on it. I was on the fence because I was like, man, this is like I've heard Cattle Decap do this before already. But now, once I listen to the album with the opening track bleeding into EDR, I consider that one whole track, the first and second track. I don't know why I lump them together, and it just makes it so much better and all that good stuff. But this is fucking intense so far. Whoever thought of this music video, man, they've done a pretty killer job on it so far. I love the camera work, seeing the band. There's a bit of a story going on, seeing them all burn up and bleeding and shit. Where are we going? Where are we going with this? That fucking tone. Somebody left me a comment saying that that's a technique. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know if that's bullshit or just gimmick or what. Oh, this is so mean. Yeah, there was this. I remember now. Hell yeah. Short but sweet, and it fit. I do think I like the harmony a bit better before the solo, but all that is fantastic. Even though that dude, that is the weirdest. I don't know. I wouldn't mind playing this guitar because somebody told me it's made out of copper or brass. I can't remember exactly what they said. It's made out of a different material and gives it that darker sound that it has. But I do think it's a weird ass shape. I'm not gonna say ugly. Ugly is a strong word. I think it's just a weird fucking shape, and it's definitely an eye catcher. It's like you go to Guitar Center and you're looking across the wall and you're what the? I guess one of those. It's like what is that? But damn man, does it? It's just killer guitar tone. Like that's another thing I think about. Me and my guitarist have been going back and forth about Terrasite and Death Atlas because the mix and master of Terrasite is just it's so fucking good because you can hear everything so clearly. What is his name? Dave Otero. If I ever get the chance to work with that dude, that will be a dream come true. Because how these albums are sounding are just so good. What he did for Archspire and Bleed the Future. I mean, I still think that's like the best sounding metal album I've heard in a few years. But Terracite is right there with it. Uh, and then Death Atlas. Death Atlas was fucking killer as well. But me and my guitarist go back and forth between these two albums because, like, there's something about Death Atlas. I feel like the songs are a bit more accessible. And then, but Terracite's mix and master is it's cleaned up the guitars a bit. And the more I listen to Terracite, the more I'm like, oh man, these songs are so fucking killer, bro. Like I said at the start of this, if you haven't checked out their new record, it's so worth it. If you're into metal, especially like this, a little bit darker, heavier stuff, that album is fucking killer. But I have ran my mouth a lot in this one. I think because I'm such a big fan of Cattle Decapitation right now. Like I'm a late bloomer of that fan or being a fan of this band, but now I'm like it's up there with like Ghost for me, where I'm a bit obsessed with the music of the band and everything. Either way. And also, those sections of that and cattle songs like that, they're beautiful, man. They're melody wise, they're beautiful. I think I've said it in the last Cattle Decapitation record. The way that Travis Ryan is still doing these fucking evil, straight from the pits of hell, harsh vocals, but making them, it's a beautiful melody. The harmonies that's going within that just make it it's, it makes it so gorgeous to my ears. I'm like, fuck, bro, fuck, man. How is everybody not listening to this being like, it's magnificent? Like if you ever listen to, I don't know, I wouldn't say the same feeling some people get from listening to like Adele or Beyonce or somebody that's like lauded as a fantastic, beautiful singer. I feel like Travis Bryan falls into that same category. This dude is the fucking bomb, man. This whole band is just the fucking bomb. God damn. So he is a vampire. That's fucking cool. Okay. I thought he was going. My drummer was like, dude, wait till you see the end, and he transforms into this thing. I thought he was gonna transform a little bit more, but he's just bloodied up, king of the underworld. Dude looks so fucking evil and menacing though. That would have been fun to like do that on set, man. How do you like? You get into that shit, man. They fucking throw all this blood on you. And you got, I don't know if he's actually wearing contacts or if that's a post effect in post processing, but you know, you're just like, fucking get, oh, fucking. I don't know how else to explain it, man. Getting super into that and the character and everything. Especially, I guess, in the sense of this band, because these motherfuckers don't care, dude. They fucking don't like people. They're all about, uh, people are poisoning the earth. I like when he's like vampiric. I don't know why the rolling of the R's are like hitting home with me. I think it's such a slick little addition, a little bit of character to the vocal lines. Yeah, nightmare. That shit is crazy. Hell yeah. I was trying to get a close up. There we go. If that's my thumbnail, people be like, "What the fuck is he watching?" But yeah. I knew this song well before coming into this reaction. Didn't I hadn't seen the music video, so that is the first. But I can't praise this band enough, man. I am having such a good time listening to Terrasite backwards and forwards. I hope others uh are doing the same. It's such a killer album. Like I had a few letdowns of albums this year, and Cattle Decapitation come back and was like, "Yo, bro, fucking, I got you. Check us out." Their drummer is fucking insane. Dude's kicks and just timing is out of this world. Guitar riffs are perfect. Solos, all of it, man. Bass lines, everything in this band is just bumping. I do think I have to give it to Travis Ryan as MVP though. I think to me he helps. Like the whole band's the shit. They're all badass, but Travis Ryan helps Cattle for me, and that's the cool thing about music. It's so opinionated. He helps this band stand out in a sea of other metal bands. The dude throws down vocally, and he's evil looking as fuck right there. And nightmare. That shit. I always talk about if anybody's actually keeps up with all the reactions that I do here on my channel. I always talk about I am so into like evil sounding music, and a Photic Doom and Terrasite. They just knocked it out. They knocked it out of the park on this one. Hellfire. That was fun. If this ends up being your first time to my channel, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. Tell me the pros and cons. I am always trying to better myself and go full time here on YouTube, but I need feedback. I need to know what people actually care to see, or when I go on my rant. Sometimes I know I've had a few people tell me in the past that I talk too much. I've got a T-shirt that the guy called me a dumb Southern ass clown. But that was a good one. That was a good one. If you're gonna talk, I love people to talk shit. If you're gonna talk shit, uh, make it clever like that. I hadn't heard somebody call me a dumb Southern ass clown in a long time. But yeah, I can't think of nothing else cool to say besides go check out Cattle Decapitation's new record and subscribe. And with all that being said, stay positive, stay rocking. And I'll catch y'all in the next one.